Hello everybody, welcome back to the video and this one. Today we are going to be reviewing the Ideapad S145. Let's get started right after the intro. This video is going to be in parts that are going to be displayed right here on the screen. And also in the description there are timestamps for each part of the video. So please do check that if you just want to know a certain part of the video, like the upgrades or the benchmarks or whatever. So yeah, timestamps in the description. Let's start. Before we start, if you are a viewer who can understand better in Hindi, I have a separate video for that in the iCard. शुरू करने से पहले अगर आप हिंदी में बेहतर समझ सकते हैं, मैंने इस लैपटॉप का वीडियो हिंदी में भी बनाया है जो आपको iCard में मिल जाएगा. My story. Skip to this point in the video for the real stuff. The most popular video on my channel is this currently. It was a video for the Lenovo Ideapad 130 59KB. It was not that great, but not bad either, and I dropped it. So instead of fixing it, my father was like, "Nah, Sean, you getting a brand new one." So at least a good thing came out of a bad thing. Now let's get to the video. Let's start with the unboxing of this laptop. Design. This laptop looks like a standard clamshell laptop for the people who don't care about performance. I do. There are some ups though. It has a very narrow bezel on the sides. The top and bottom ones are a bit big, but that's okay. It has a variety of colors, but I got the white one, which I think is more aesthetic. It also comes in a textured or glossy finish. I have the glossy one. Personally, I think that just looks better. The logo. The Ideapad doesn't really have a distinct logo etched onto it. There's just a little badge here which says Lenovo. It is metal, the rest is plastic. Durable plastic. Build quality. As I said, every other thing here except the logo is plastic. But this ain't any plastic. It's durable and nice feeling plastic. There's a lot of flex in the display, but the other parts of this laptop are pretty solid. The display. This display is a 15.6-inch 1080p 60Hz IPS panel. This thing is surprisingly color accurate, to be honest, so you can definitely do color sensitive work without worrying on this device. The downside of this thing is that it's 250 nits. Now don't get me wrong, 250 nits is fine for browsing the web and doing general stuff, but doesn't feel bright enough to do some light gaming. We'll get to that later. The webcam. Now, honestly, they advertise this webcam as being 720p, but I can't seem to get mine to 480p. The quality is stuck at 360p, so I don't know about the HD thing. It's clearly not what they advertised. Its video comes out as very grainy pixelated. I would recommend an external source. The keyboard. The keyboard, well, Lenovo sometimes includes a number pad on their budget laptops. This one has one. It's not a big deal because of the keyboard being shifted to the left, but it's not hard to get used to either. The trackpad. I personally don't like using trackpads, so when I asked a person who likes to use them what they thought about it, their reaction was that it's good, but not incredibly accurate. The trackpad does not have dedicated click buttons and instead has integrated ones, which is a plus. The specs. The Lenovo Ideapad S145 includes a Core i3 1000G1, integrated Intel UHD G1 graphics, 4GB of RAM, a TB of hard disk drive space, 5.5 hours of battery life. The noise. This laptop is barely audible, even when its CPU is fully stressed. Bloatware. This laptop comes with McAfee and Lenovo Vantage pre-installed, so both of these apps are really useful to you. How, you ask? Well, McAfee is essentially your antivirus, your password manager, your password generator, your free VPN service, all for free for 1 year. And I really love the service, so I really recommend it. And Lenovo Vantage, through that you can control literally every aspect of your laptop. Maybe not literally every aspect, but sure, it's noticeable. You can turn off your camera, your microphone, and you can get BIOS updates directly from Lenovo from the app. So definitely do keep these two apps. Ports. On the left side, you get AC power, full-size native HDMI, USB-A 2.0, and 2 USB-A 3.1 Gen 1 ports. On the right side, you get the Novo button, headphone jack, and the SD card reader slot. The internals. Number 1, the battery. This laptop includes a 35 watt-hour battery, expected to last up to 4 hours with continuous use. Number 2, the hard disk drive. This thing includes a 1TB WD Blue 5400 RPM drive. It's very sluggish and you should upgrade it as soon as possible. It includes a slot for an M.2 SSD though. We are going to be upgrading the storage in this video. Number 3, the cooling. This laptop's cooling is adequate. The CPU never reaches farther than 60 degrees Celsius under normal use. Number 4, the speakers. The speakers are terrible on this thing, even with the Dolby branding. They sound flat at best. I recommend getting some headphones instead. The volume is very low even on use at 100%. Not up to the mark with this one, Lenovo. What can it be used for? It can be used for normal web browsing and other normal stuff. It can only handle light gaming and very light video editing or photo editing. I can manage though. Price. So the question on everybody's mind is, what's the price? What is the price? What does it cost? Oh my god, I want to know the price. Okay, let me tell you. It costs 32,000 rupees or $450 roughly. This thing is value for money if it's on sale. Now get this, Lenovo products are always going on sale. Not talking about the major festivals, they're just constantly on sale. So you gotta see when this thing is on sale and pick it up. If you buy it for the whole price, I don't think it's that worth it. Now finally, let's get to the real part. Upgrading this thing. This is what you're gonna be needing for the upgrade. Starting off, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take out the 10 screws in screw holes that we can see. These 4 holes on the front are different from the rest, so you need to keep them differently. Right, now that you've done that, you can keep the screwdriver aside, and what you need to do is get one of those tools where it's flatter on one end to pick this thing, but you could just use a kitchen knife like me, which I'm gonna do. So pick out any corner and just go as far down as you can go till it begins to lift up. Once it does that, you can lift up and you can get in there, and then you can open this thing. Right, now that you're in, what you want to do is unbox your NVMe SSD. You're just gonna open it and just keep the box aside, you don't need it anymore, and there it is, the NVMe SSD. It's right here. I'm sorry it wasn't in frame, I'm too bad. Here should be a screw. Mine didn't come with a screw, so I need to find a random screw instead, which I will. And yeah, this is the SSD, and also I'm going to be upgrading the RAM from my old computer, which is right here. It's literally the same RAM, don't care. Now we're going to install the RAM first, and if you don't know how to do this, what you're going to have to do is just simple. You're going to have to observe the break. There's a break in the connector pin right here, so you're going to see where the break is on the slot, and what you're going to do is line them up Then put the RAM in diagonally like so. Then put the RAM in diagonally like so and push it down so that both of these click. Your RAM is in. Now what you have to do for the SSD is, this is the slot right here in this laptop. You're just gonna have to insert it diagonally once again like so. Make sure it's all the way in. Make sure it's all the way in, just like so. Get a random screw that you found, or it would come with a screw, and then just get it in here, just like so. And you have installed your SSD once you put the screw in. I've actually done that. What is the last step that's remaining is to clone your slower hard drive to your SSD and to make it your boot drive. That process will be coming up shortly. Alright, now that you've done that, go onto your computer and insert at least a 2 GB flash drive. Step 2, go to this link in the description and click the home use or blue button. Now click continue and it will begin downloading. Step 3, after it is downloaded, install it. This is the software we will use to clone our OS. Step 4, now go to your flash drive and format it if it has files in it. We will use it to create rescue media if something goes wrong during the cloning process. Step 5, to create the rescue media, go to other tasks and select create rescue media. Step 6, select your flash drive and click build. This process may take some time. I will pause the recording and be back. Step 7, click OK and click close. Step 8, now go ahead and eject the flash drive and remove it from the computer. Step 9, back into Reflect, press clone this disk right here. Step 10, select a disk to clone to option and select your SSD. Here you will see some partitions and some numbers. You need to focus on these bottom numbers. Arrange them in ascending order while also keeping the units in mind. Step 11, drag them from the top disk to the bottom disk in ascending order. This is very important. Now press next twice and click finish. Step 13. Uncheck this option and click OK. The cloning process has started. This may take up to 3 hours, so please be patient. Step 14. After you're done, click OK. Now on to the next part. Now we need to get into the BIOS. The easiest way I found is to go through the settings. Step 1. Go into settings, then update and security, then into recovery, then click the Restart Now button under Advanced Startup. Step 2. Once the computer restarts, this screen will come up. Step 3. Now click the Troubleshoot button. Then go into Advanced Settings and then into UEFI Firmware Settings. Then click on Restart. Once the computer restarts, you will have this screen. Use the navigation controls at the bottom of your screen to get into the boot menu. Step 5. Now select your SSD. It will have the same number as it had in Macrium Reflect, and move it up the list, again using the aforementioned navigation controls. Step 6. Now exit while saving changes through the navigation bar. This will now make it so that the SSD is the main boot drive. Now back up all your data from the old drive and format it to remove the OS so that the SSD is your only boot drive. You're done! Now let's move on to the benchmarks. So if you like this video or this video really helped you guys, please do hit the like button, and if you have any questions or any queries, make sure to leave them down in the comment section. I will make sure to respond to them, and if you really loved my content, please make sure to subscribe. But thanks for watching, guys. This has been Warren and I'm out. I'll see you later. Goodbye.